Hello, viewers of the Shiny Bee YouTube channel, which is my YouTube channel. I love my YouTube channel. Anyway, this video is called TPOT 21 Where Do We Go? Because where do we go, right? What's the next beat in the storyline after TPOT 19 and 20, right? You have a couple of very climactic, important episodes that leave everything in kind of a state of, I'm wondering what's going to happen next. What could happen next? So I thought about it for a little bit. I came up with some theories, but I had to really think, because it's genuinely a little bit weird how they have this climactic story beat at a little over halfway through the season. But I digress. Let's go, I guess. So, to recap, TPOT 19, you had the episode screened in the theaters at the meetup, and everybody was raving about it. It was so good. It was so climactic, and it had an epic, crazy ending where one kicks the Earth out of its orbit way into outer space, right? And we didn't see much after that at all. We saw Grassy was in the vents crying. He won the challenge. He's still alive. He was the last one standing. And Teapot 20 shows nothing after that except for the scene where spoilers, 1 freaking kills 9. And now we're here. So I'm thinking, what's next? What is Teapot 21? What will we do? So, there are some things that we know will be true at the start of the episode, right? So, obviously, there are still people alive on Earth, or at least one person that we've seen Grassy is still alive on Earth. And from that, I think we can know probably like winner and loser and 2 and Leafy Bracelety and everybody else that was doing stuff is probably still alive, because I'm thinking also reason for them to still be alive is that what is the point of like bringing loser over if he's just going to die? What is the point of having Fiery and 8-Ball on a boat if they're just going to die? What is the point of having Leafy and Bracelety and Roboti together and the little book guy who isn't book but is a book together? What would be the point of that if they just died? They're putting all these people in places for something, to do something. And I wish they would just show us it, all at once, show their entire storyline at once, like how they did in Teapot 20. Maybe have like just an entire episode dedicated to the side stuff or what these characters are doing, or where they're going, like Teapot 11 or 20. Another thing we know is that 1 is really far away at this point, because she is trying to find the other numbers currently, and she doesn't really have anything to do on Earth or with the contestants or with 2 anymore. Because something that I don't think was shown off a lot, but is kind of like, it's implied a lot that 1 does not actually have any beef with 2, because 2 was not there when they were stealing 1 in the moon. 2 never said anything mean about 1, didn't even know she was there. So she doesn't care about any of this, especially now that 2's power is gone and he's just like depressed and he's not going to do anything at all. And we know, obviously, the hotel is fine, because this is after 1 kicks the Earth, this image that I have on the slide. That's after. That comes after. That's all after. This is after that. So everything is okay. And 1 is not not interested in Earth anymore, probably. So, okay, I don't know how that got in there. Things that I am this is more of a want than an expect, but I really want 2 to get out of bed. And I know people have been saying this since like TPOT 17, oh, they're gonna stop being depressed this episode. I really think this is it. Because what is a better time for them to get out of bed than when the entire world is crumbling down, everybody is dead. They need to be heroic at this point, or there's nothing else. And that's it. Another thing that I'm pretty sure is going to happen is the contestants get recovered, right? Maybe it could be through like the WRC, the little controller. Maybe Winner and Grassy team up and they find that or whatever. Maybe X, because we do know that they can recover people. So if anybody actually dies, or if they figure out that anybody is dead, they might, obviously recover them, because they're a nice little fellow, they do it. Anyway, I'm also thinking this is probably most like not definitely, but probably it is going to be a non-competition episode, because 1, everybody is dead and the recovery center is broken. 2 is still in bed. 3, Pencil is 15 years, almost 16 years in the past, actually. And Black Hole still needs to make a deal with 1. So we need to sort everything out. And I know it's like a grow, and I want to see some action. I want to see a challenge and elimination, but I don't think it's going to be like that with how this is going. And I feel like they're probably stretching it out because they want 30 episodes, but it's also so they can do more like personal plot lines, and without like needing to do a challenge, and without needing it to have to like tie into the challenge or have these characters go off to the side or whatever. And so I'm thinking it's probably going to have a lighter tone. I know the bars were really low for that after the last 2 episodes, but it will probably be lighter because obviously 1 is not interested in Earth anymore. It doesn't really care about these powerless objects, and she's just finding and killing all the other numbers. So like, yeah, it's just that. So I'm thinking without her, there's no like opposition. There's nobody to fight. We're going to have a lighter tone of episode. Everybody gets together. 2 gets out of bed. Everybody's recovered. Everybody gets recovered. Pencil gets solved. Black Hole gets out of that room. Everybody's going to be happy, and they're going to do a challenge the episode after that, probably. Anyway, I think it will be a YouTube premiere because it has been way too long since we got a YouTube premiere. The last YouTube premiere was bfdia 21, which sounds like not a while ago because this is TPOT 21, but bfdia 21 was like 3 or 4 months ago at this point, so probably I really, really want it to be a YouTube premiere. I really hope so. Anyway, next slide. My other theories for this. Basically, everything before this was like my things that I think are probably going to happen. Things that I'm almost sure about. These are my fringe theories that will be a little more off the hinge, a little more crazy. Things that like might not happen, but I had the idea. They would be cool. Anyway, my first thing is non-competition, obviously, but since they've been setting up these rejoiners, these eliminated contestants for so long, I think there will be a rejoin vote at the very end of the episode to lead into the next episode, and also the merge, maybe, or maybe not, because my next theory relies on not that. So the next thing is loser replaces Pencil for the competition for the time being, because if Pencil is going to go on like a multi-episode arc of going back through bfdia and realizing, oh no, I can't fix this, I have to live with the present, I have to live with my mistakes, and I can't go back and undo it. She's obviously going to go realize that, but if she's going to do that over multiple episodes, I think it makes sense for Loser to come in and replace Pencil's spot on Cloudier. Because, for one, they would get to interact with Winner because they're on the same team, obviously. But, 2, what is Loser doing here if not what's the point of them being there? They had like one hug with Winner. That can't be everything, right? They have to have some greater plot, and this is the only thing I can think of for now until we get more episodes and see what he's actually going to do. And my last thing is, I don't know, it's maybe a little boring theory, but one is obviously going to deal with Black Hole, because she took Black Hole away to her dealing room, and he's not been dealt with yet. So I feel like she's probably going to make some sort of deal with Black Hole, because Black Hole is the most powerful BFDI contestant, right? He solos everyone else, as you say. So one could deal with them as like this powerful being to powerful being conversation, and be like, hey, I will fix that rift, that crack that I left in exchange for you help me find these other number guys and help me kill them. Maybe. I don't know. I am just riffing. I am just spitballing. But that is something that I think could happen if they wanted it to. Anyway, that is everything for the video. That is all I have to say. This is like a lyric video with like the little ball bouncing. That's all I have to say. Subscribe, please. Please subscribe and like the video. And comment a little bit. If you don't know what to comment, comment the letter S. Comment the letter S if you don't have anything to say, because that is it boosts my engagement a little bit and helps my channel grow, which I would like, because I put my passion into stuff for this channel and I don't want nobody to see it. Wow. That's everything. Subscribe, like, comment. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.